Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my video. Mm, yeah. So just to start things off, it's gonna be like a personal, in-depth video of I guess my years on this planet, what I've been thinking up to this point, choices I've made, things I think about, and like, probably more other things. But Toro Y Moi, Toro Y space MOI. He's an artist that I've listened to before. 2 songs on my iPod, and now I'm getting more. And he just said, oh, on a video, 37, like a little clip of why he stayed in school in a little interview, and he said something I don't hear a lot, but I heard before of him deciding to do that because it led him to where he is now. So and my little, I always have like a problem with things. I know if that's my character for some reason. I gotta change that, probably not. Who knows? But when people say, "Oh, it led me up to this point, so I'm humble, I'm grateful," or "ho and ho," I look at that and go, "That's bullshit." You know, to me, I taste a little bit of bullshit. I smell a little bit of bullshit in that one because, say, it was a flip side to that shit, and you was dumb, homeless, heartbroken, car got stolen, car got, any bad things happen to you, you wouldn't sit there and go, well, those things led me to this place I am right now, so I'm happy for what I have. What? Dude, how many people will you hear go through shit that are glad that they went through all that shit? And they're like 50, 60, or, they've gone through life and they've been fucked over every single corner and say, you know what, I'm glad I've been fucked over. But that's just my fit. If you have an answer to that, you can write in the comment section below, and I'll read it and I'll respond to it. Some open feedback. But yeah, this person just wrote a comment on my video of would a person commit suicide by thinking this 24/7, and I love the comment, love what he or she wrote. That's not what I've been thinking, but I can understand that thought and that understanding of it, and that's something that I'm taking a conclusion right now. But I was just thinking, just this whole, I don't say last night, but last 3-4 hours was, for some reason, I stumbled upon a Goodwill Hunting videos and videos, and watching. I'm like, wow, like it's intriguing to me because I never watched it before, with Matt Damon and Robin Williams. I guess it's about this Boston kid, basically my age, that's super smart. I think super smart, super genius, has a trouble with life, and I don't have the same things he has, but I guess I'm looking at it probably through the same lens. I don't know because I didn't watch the whole fucking movie. I wish I did, but I don't think it's on. I don't have Netflix. I don't know if it's on Hulu, but I would love to watch it somewhere, some site, some place, whatever. But yeah, it's just that's how I'm feeling too. I read some of the comments and of the videos of the Goodwill Hunting, and it's just, I'm not that like I'm stuck, but just being, when you come out of high, it's like I even thought about, before I get into what I'm about to say or ramble on it or stumble upon what I'm about to say. Uh, I thought about how you see females everywhere now. You see you see females everywhere. My house is kind of creepy. It creaks and stuff. But females everywhere. You see them on porn. You see them on advertisements. You see them on news. You see them on CSI, and I'm just trying to say, like, I feel for some reason, just thinking about this, when females are born into this world, I'm guessing, even if it's a bad relationship with the dad or the father still sits there and go, you know what? My child is not going to turn out to be one of those girls I fucked 15 years ago. How many years ago? My daughter is not going to become a hoe or slut. Most of the time they do. So what? It happens. I'm not trying to say so what, but it happens, right? And some of those females that are where they are today are there because of strong parenting and strong willing parents to sit there and go, you're going to be successful, you're going to do this, you're not going to become a slut, slide, whatever. And I look at, like, with most guys, when a guy is, not a guy's mom, but when it's a baby boy, most of the time the father's not even there. Father's gone. Father gave up. Father went somewhere else. Father fucked some other bitch. You know, I look at that like that's really odd because now it's lopsided. Now the equilibrium is fucked up because instead of having two parents in a household or just good, strong, willing parents in a household, left and right, boy and girl, you have it with the girl now because these people are seeing how the world is and go, wow, you know, chicks are just doing things to do things and their fathers are in their lives and whatever. So when I have a daughter, you damn right. How many times I've seen on Facebook or you just seen anywhere, some people say, when I have a daughter, you know, I'm going to make sure she's not going to be a slut. I mean, you heard your friends say, your high school friends say, your colleagues. Oh, every guy always says they don't ever want their first daughter or their daughters to ever be a slut, a hoe, a prostitute on the stripper pole. But when it comes to guys, it's fuck guys, right? Don't father your child, your son. He's not that important. And what my little answer is to that is, or what may be, is the fact that when dads have baby boys at an early age, old age, or whatever, they don't even know how to handle their own life as a man either, because of, you know, probably their father wasn't there, or probably their father was there but he didn't like their father, whatever the type of be with their dad issue, and they have a kid, they go, wow, now it's my chance to be a father, and I don't know shit because my father didn't teach me anything, or I didn't pay attention, I didn't care, I didn't want a baby in the first place, especially a boy now because I don't know what to fucking do with him, so I'm gonna just step back and go somewhere else, and that's what I kind of feel with it, like, you know, sons need their fathers, man. Times like this, look at me now. I'm 20 years old in the world looking at it like, wow. I mean, at least I'm aware that it's fucked up or things is here, things is that. I'm not so much, I guess, in line with everybody else when it comes to thinking. But at the same time, I'm not in line with the way people are living. You know? I'm not trying to say I'm living bad, but at this age, I'm looking at it like, wow, you know, I'm 20. This is the world. I can take on the world. But then, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm holding myself back, but I just don't know if it's left or right. Just as a person, or a black young male in the hood, 2012, whatever. It's left, right. I know you guys can't answer that for me because everybody has to find their own path and find their own way. But it's like, you know, why even watch or why even know? To me, it's like, why even know about great things that went down in history and just, I can't shrug to that. I can't shrug to MLK. He got shot over that. I can't shrug to Rosa Parks. She not the first black lady, but she civil disobedience. I can't shrug to any of those people who did good things back in the days and just go, that's life. I gotta just suck it up and get used to it. Hum da dum dum. It's not my character. My character and what I know cannot fit with what the world is today, basically. It just can't fit. Those three things they don't seem to work together well, and I guess I need some big figure that I don't know what they look like, but something is just like words of wisdom, basically. I need to just get high on DMT and go to a different dimension and talk to somebody else, like talk to some being made of triangles and shit, because I honestly feel lost. I'm part of the lost generation, and I feel very lost. And I know it's just like, well, you can find a job, you can find something to do, but it's not of that caliber. It's beyond that, you know? It's beyond what we talk about on a daily basis, or what you talk about on a daily basis when you go home, or you go to work, or you watch the fucking game. It's beyond that. For me, it's beyond that. Beyond this 20 pairs of sneakers I used to have and clothes I used to go flashy to high school. It's beyond, you know, saying things to certain people or just living the it's I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Probably I'm just stumbling right now. I don't know fucking how to pronounce it or how to get it out. But I just want to go someplace for a month, not hear no electronics, just chill, eat food, learn something new, learn 3-4 new skills, something. Because I just feel when you're born into the city life or just this system, it's a lot to take on, especially in the internet age as well. I was talking with some adults, I should say, yeah, adults, whatever, adults. I was talking with some adults, I think later or earlier this week, and you know, I was saying he was getting a heated discussion actually, about about technology and how the kids my age or younger and younger are just seeing sex on the internet like this, and world star hip hop, and negativity at a constant rate, or just lack of lack of positivity in a way to say it. And I was agreeing because I was looking at it like, man, I was telling them, I was like, man, when y'all were in high school, when you guys were in high school in the 50s, 60s, 70s, y'all didn't have little phones. Y'all didn't even have cell phones. Y'all didn't even have iPhones. iPhones wasn't even there yet. You didn't have camera phones. You can watch something and it's fun. Oh my God, look at them. Yo, whoop ass, whoop ass. You didn't have that. You didn't have that. If a fight went down, if an event happened, if it's either you was there or you wasn't there. You caught somebody getting their dick sucked. You caught somebody getting their dick sucked. You know, something was happening somewhere else. If you had probably a big ass VHS camera or a camera that film, that's it. But nowadays, everything is so digital and virtual. It's just, in a way, it's amazing. But it would be more amazing if you were using it for something good, which we're not. I mean, we are, but it's the younger crowd that makes it look like it's not. And that's what I'm trying to say, because I kind of get bunched into that. Because no matter how, wise these 30, 40, 50-year-olds are, every time we see someone that's young, skin's looking okay, wears a certain clothing or sneaker, youngin', dickhead. It's like it feels like the world is against me in a way. Not against me, but against itself. I don't even know how to put it. It's just like the ideas of what the world is or should be or can be is clashing with I guess like the minds of my generations is my generation is clashing with the mindset of the older generations for some reason. I think that's what it is. That's what it is to me. That's what it feels like. It just honestly feels like that. It feels like they're sitting there going, if you don't work, you can't get money and you die. It's just like, are you watching the fucking news? Are you on the internet? Do you get, like, I mean, I understand their words of just, life's an ocean, life's a river, life's a big ass gap. You gotta jump. You can only find out if you jump. And I'm looking at it like, well, it's my life, and I don't want to just fuck it up just because. I mean, it's a risk. I know it's a big ass risk. You just have to jump. Stop thinking and jump. But it's just like I can't help but just think, what if just comes with it? I'm not trying to say I don't want to challenge myself because of what I don't know. It's the fact of, do I have what it takes? And I know the only way you find out is if you jump. I feel like the older generations had it easy. I mean, basically, I wouldn't know if the older generations had it easy if I wasn't born, and if shit got worse, if shit like went down in the 60s, 70s, and then it got better when I came into existence. But I just feel like, man, with the people who grew up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, through the 80s, whatever, you guys had worries, but it wasn't that how can I exaggerated. There we go. It wasn't that exaggerated. Probably it was exaggerated, Vietnam War and stuff. But I look at it like, with the internet, everything you use the internet for almost everything nowadays. Shopping, talking, entertainment, everything basically. So when I hop on, probably it's the sites I hop onto, but it's just the fact that it just keeps coming at you. It's no stop. There's no bombardment. There's no curfew to the internet. Internet's on 24/7, 365 days, man. And I'm not trying to blame the internet. I'm just trying to say the world I'm up in is way different than the world you grew up in. And that's obvious, but you don't know. As a 50, 60, 40-year-old, you don't know. You're not in high school. You're not in elementary schools. You're not eating the school lunch, You're not rushing to go to school. You're not, I don't even know how to put it. It's two different worlds, I feel, and it's I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just feel lost, and I feel like if I don't get a grasp on things, then it's not it for me. It's not the end, but I'm certainly not everybody, but I feel like being this age, I'm wasting time, and probably many others my age too are wasting time trying to figure out what the world is instead of just jumping. But I can understand the fact that we don't want to jump because of the way the world looks right now. It's hard to just sit there and go, it's hard to do that because when you really take into account for what the world really is and how things are, you can't obviously sit there and go, I'm gonna jump, fuck it. Like the point of it is to survive basically. At the end of the day, everybody knows that, everybody feels that, everybody does what they do just because of that. So as a youngin' in this generation, this age, and you look at what it takes to survive or what you would need to survive, it's not there. You calculate all the people, you calculate the resources, you calculate the way the land looks, the way the land is, you calculate the laws and rules in place. You take in all the shit that I guess you shouldn't be taking in at a young age, but you just do because you can't help it. You're curious. You come out of high school, you come out of college, whatever, you're curious. You don't know what the fuck the world is. No one is telling you at age 12, 13, 14, 10, whatever, that the world is fucked up. The world's fucked up, sonny. Yeah, you're gonna have to do this, that, this. You sit there and go, oh, enjoy your trip. Go have fun. You're young. Go have fun. And we're like, yay! And then when we graduate, it hits us like a ton of bricks. Like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Yeah, this is life. Yeah, this is life. Older shit I was telling you when you was 10 and 11 to have fun. Fuck that. Now you gotta get out there. You gotta grind. You gotta grind. And with me, it's like, okay, I gotta work. When I was in high school, I didn't mind working. Because then I had money to buy shit I wanted to buy. Or thought I needed. But when you come out of high school, you just come from college, or you just like 18, 19, 20, 21, you ask yourself, okay, time's a grind. And then the question that comes after that is, what for? It just bang, it just hits you like, okay, why did I ask myself that question? And it's just like, you don't know. But then again, you're trying to answer that question with the best way you can. You can't, so you start asking other people why things are the way they are. And everybody's answer usually is, well, I don't know, I just go with the flow. At a young age, you feel like that's not a good enough answer. Not for you, but just for people. You're like, yo, that's a sucky ass answer. That's it? That's the way things are? Go with it? That's bullshit. What the fuck are we doing? Like, as a young person, you are impatient, and you are curious, and you're questionable and all this shit. Because you just look at it like, what the fuck are we doing? Every day, it's just a run around of 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Or just go on a vacation, deal with some drama. That's 9 to 5. Like, it's just, when you recognize that as a young person in this age, in this time, it bothers you because you're looking at it like, how do I defeat this? How do I combat this bullshit? That we all know is bullshit, but we don't want to do anything to stop it. And you feel like you got to do something because you're young, you got time, and you feel like you can gather enough people around you to do something about it. Instead of being 50, 60, knowing the world was bullshit since you were 20 and not doing anything about it. So you tell me you wasted 40 years of just thinking of doing something, didn't do it, or 40 years of just knowing the world's bullshit but not doing anything about it just because you didn't want to die or you didn't want to starve. Like I said,